decipher and understand the 5 love languages. She's in speech number 3, which is get to the point, and the speech is timed at 5 to 7 minutes. Let's welcome May Gordon.
The husband says, she's never in the mood or pushes me away when I come close to her. The wife says, he lets me do all of the housework as if I'm his maid. How many times have you heard that conversation? Or had that conversation yourself? Madam President, area dignitaries, BTM, and fellow Toastmasters. The conversation that I just shared with you is way more common amongst couples than it ought to be. They think they're communicating their needs clearly, but really, they're not. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the 5 love languages that we all speak and how to decipher and understand them in order to improve your relationship. The 5 love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, gifts, and physical touch. Words of affirmation. Affirming words speak life into this person. Tell me you love me. Tell me I'm beautiful, and I'll melt into your arms. But to speak harsh or critical words, it will lower my self-esteem and possibly haunt me for the rest of my life. This is my husband's primary love language and my primary area of struggle. I had to learn how to speak life into my husband, or what I would call genuinely kissing butt. I say things to him now like, you're my Barack, and I'm your Michelle, without the physique, of course. And he usually responds with a smirk and a confident, uh-huh. I've learned to stroke that ego so well. Acts of service. As J-Lo said, my love don't cost a thing. Okay, maybe some sweat equity. Wash the dishes. Take out the trash. Massage my feet after a long day's work. And I'll cherish you forever. But to not do anything or to add more work to my workload will have me feeling like you take me for granted. Quality time. Look into my eyes. Give me your undivided attention. It doesn't matter what we're doing, as long as we're doing it together. But to spend more time with your friends or watching sports, and I'll wonder where your loyalty lies. My husband actually has no problem meeting my second love language. Sometimes I have to actually beg his friends to take him off my hands because I need my space. We love doing things like taking walks around the neighborhood and exercising. Gifts. Not to be confused with materialism. Make me a homemade card and I'll laminate it and cherish it forever. But to forget special dates or anniversaries, and I'll question your commitment to me. Last but not least, physical touch. Not to be confused with sex. Hold my hands. Hold me. In your arms is where I want to be. But to refuse my form of love will leave me longing for affection. This is my husband's secondary love language. He knows one word in my native language very well, pamoyem, which means don't touch me. Well, obviously he hasn't listened We have a 7-month-old. You see, he grew up in a very physically affectionate family, and I didn't. We believed in giving each other our space. You can imagine my surprise the day that I met my sister-in-law when she bit me in my arm as a form of love. I wanted to punch her in the face, but I didn't because she's my sister-in-law. Now that I've shared with you the 5 love languages, which are words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, gifts, and physical touch, which I like to call sticky fingers, I am confident that you can now decipher and understand both you and your spouse's love language. I would advise you to make a conscious decision to speak your spouse's love language, and in return, we all like that, in return, they'll desire to speak your love language also. And watch those uncomfortable conversations decrease. Back to you, Toastmaster.